Hey guys, how's it going? Matt from Foulball Productions here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you're doing well because I'm doing phenomenally. Thank you very much. This is the 105th episode of the MFer podcast, and as per the usual, technical stuff is all terrible. I do have a guest with me today for this episode. You might know him, you might love him, but he's having a little bit of issues with his tech right now. I don't know if it's this terrible platform or it's his own thing, but he should be here. He should be here. But I'm here now. I'm here now, and I thank you for joining me, for being with me on this Tuesday evening for this 105th episode of the MFer podcast. Boy, do we have a doozy. Boy, do we have a doozy for Uzies. Huh? Not really, but we do have some fun stuff to talk about. Mike is here. Final glance in the chat. What's up, doggy? How are you? Hello, Matthew. Hello, Michael. Hello, Michael. Double M's. Double M's in the show. Hello. Yes. And in the chat, it also says that Foulball48 joined my channel. That's my father. This is nepotism, bitch. All right, I'm exploiting all the angles to go right to the top. But yeah, here we go. So, Vigilante Williamson should be here soon. I hope that he gets his camera or his mic working or something. We're gonna be optimistic. We're gonna hope for the best on that. In the meantime, while he's not here, I'm gonna take this time for me to get something off my chest, which really, I'm going to do the bird hands, really pissed me off, really got in my fucking goat. So, hey, Dad, what's going on? Good to see you. Foulball48, good to see you, Father. So, you know, I'm developing my political ideology, right? Let's say I'm forming it. It's gestating, it's growing, it's developing. I'm enriching it. You know, but for a while I was, I guess I would just say more like kind of standard conservative, standard sort of default right wing. And I used to listen to a guy all the time. His name is Razorfist, and he's a pretty prominent YouTuber. And I was a fan. You know, he would talk about video games and stuff, video games that I love, like the Deus Ex series. I think they're really good. He's really into stealth games, and he's got all these kind of passionate opinions, and he's sort of, very explosive, you know, the way he talks and the way he discusses things. And, you know, I've been a fan for a long time. I feel like he's done some really good work. He did some really good stuff on, like, the McCarthy era, and how that actually wasn't some kind of witch hunt. There really were communists in the government. There really were communists in Hollywood, and they really were funded by the USSR. And it's really good. He's done some really good videos. I've shared them. I rewatched them. I reshared them. I've been a fan for a long time. Well, I guess as my political, development has grown, I've branched out, and I have become a big fan of Nick Fuentes. Now, he's a controversial figure, sure. A lot of people have some issues with him. For whatever reasons, I'm not entirely sure. Vig, just so you know, if you're watching, it says that your mic and camera are already in use. It says that you're using it in a different app. Oh, here he is. God. Vig.
Can you hear me?
I can. You're quite low, but I can hear you.
Well, Jesus.
There we go. No, you sound okay.
Okay, for fuck's sake. I tried to get the damn camera working. The camera wouldn't work. Mic wouldn't work. It keeps saying that the mic isn't used by another app, but it's not. I was ready to fucking tweak, but...
Sorry, it's this terrible platform. I accidentally kind of ended up paying for a year. Oh, you know how you do those trials or whatever, and they charged me, and it was a lot, and I was like, well, I guess I'm stuck with this one, and it stinks. You know, if we were gonna do like record a podcast, it's fantastic, but for like live streaming, oh, it's terrible.
Yeah,
it's absolutely. So I was saying I was relaying a story. You're familiar with Razorfist, right?
Yeah.
So I've branched out, as I was saying. I used to be a big fan of Razorfish. I feel like, you know, I've drifted away, but I've always respected him. I've always looked at him with respect and admiration and all that. Well, the other day I was on Twitter, and he posted something kind of snarky on something Fuentes says. Now they're very antagonistic. They don't like each other.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Fuentes did his best of the year, and I couldn't watch the whole thing. I couldn't even watch much of it because actually most of it was just him roasting his chat, which is like funny, but it gets a little old. Yeah. But there was a clip there where he was roasting Razor Fist. And so I guess maybe that's where that comes from. I don't know. But I never felt like it was, I never felt like I had to pick a side. I didn't feel like it was some kind of culture war. I had to stake my claim. And I was like, I could like Razor Fist and I could like Nick Fuentes. I never looked at them two as any kind of, I had to pick a side. Well, the other day, he posted something snarky on something Fuentes said. Fuentes said something about if we do Iran, if we do an invasion Iran, that'll be like Iraq War II. Then Razor Fist was quick to point out, aha, dummy, it would be Iraq War III. And it's just kind of like, okay, it's a little bit of a pedantic point, but I didn't even address that. There were two people in his comments. One person said something about, described him disparagingly, Nick Fuentes. And I said, you don't actually know him, I bet. I bet you've never actually watched anything. You've just formed this opinion based on clips because he's getting contrarian to your opinion. And then someone else said, does anyone even watch this guy? And I said, yes, 1 million people a show, 5 nights a week.
Right.
And for that, Razor Fist blocked me.
Wow.
Can you believe that shit?
Yes, and the reason why I can is because something I'm way away from culture war, way away from politics. But if there is something I saw, and honestly, I remember that was one of the last things politically I did, the infighting. We used to say the left eats itself, and it's like the right has been doing quite a lot of chomping this the past few years. Because I don't know if you remember, I even had a site. They still fucking charge me every now and again, or try to charge me. When I did like Save Bitcoin when, what's the asshole?
Oh, yeah. Crowder,
yeah. He had his thing with the Daily
Yeah,
Wire,
that was really funny.
And I kind of made fun of that a few years ago. So, I didn't know that it was going to lead to a thing. But you are starting to see, or you have seen, like, there's a little bit of like, I don't know if it's a no true Scotsman thing, but like if you're not on my type of... I don't know. It just seems that there's been a lot of infighting.
There is, but I'm not influential. Do you know what I mean? I don't even have 500 followers on Twitter. I'm a completely irrelevant voice in the sort of grander scheme of things. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you, and I hope to grow in prominence. But in the meantime, I'm not like a significant voice. And it's like I wasn't even attacking him. I was just saying facts. I was just saying this guy, and which is almost certainly true, that you've made your opinion based on about Fuentes based on clips. You've never actually watched his show, because anyone who does, for the most part, he's like, oh, this guy isn't who I thought he was. Right. Like myself. And the other guy was like, I just said, those are just facts. He does do 5 shows a week, and they all get 1 million views. So yes, people watch him. Like, you can maybe take issue with that I said those things, but there's nothing block-worthy in any of that. But it's literally just that I watch and stuck up for him even slightly. I was like, wow.
I mean, that's the thing. And, I can't say anything about block. On Instagram, I block everything now. But that's more of trying to keep the algo straight. I don't really block people. Like, I don't block comments and people, but like if I see a reel that just it doesn't even have to, it could just be not funny and you might get blocked. So.
But it's like Razor Fist he presents himself as a type of person who's like going to cut through all the liberal bullshit and get to the real truth.
Right.
And it's like, well, what is this? What did I didn't lie. I didn't mislead you. I didn't say anything like it's, and he's part of your, if there's a Venn diagram of political commentators, you guys are on a similar side.
Right. But it's not you got to be inside the circle. He's like, oh, this is a grape. He probably just thought you were a graper or whatever the hell they call him. And just like, oh, yeah. Go.
I guess so. But fuck off. Like, that's how you're going to, so it's just like all you're going to do is silo yourself away from anyone who's got a criticism of anything that you think. It's like, that's a quick way to, it's a quick way to grow stale, man. And boring.
And I agree with that. But I mean, a lot of people do kind of silo themselves off from everything. That's why I try not to. I mean, I'm away from politics, but I still kind of see like, okay, there's shit happening, and I don't know.
Yeah. I will say, Nadia, good point, which is something I've never said before. Yeah. Nadia, I stream with her. She on Zax's channel a lot. She's yeah. So it's but I've never said she's made a good point because, quite frankly, she never has. But here, she says, but Crowder was proved Daily Wire was bullshit. Lol. Yeah, actually, he's kind of indicated a little bit. I still don't respect the way he went about it. I thought that was pretty gay.
Yeah, and it is like, oh, this poor me and this, what was it, like $50 million contract or something.
It
like
was
that.
insane.
Like, oh my, oh hey, Citrus.
Sentient Dilido. What's up, brother?
Appreciate you being here.
Yeah, man. How you doing? The culture crime fighters have reunited on this Tuesday night.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It's been too long. I actually had the mask and I was about to show up in the mask and the fucking camera doesn't work and I don't know why. I keep having technical. I've had technical issues the whole fucking time on YouTube and it of course it happens just right now. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. You know, that's all. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Just like the old days, though. I'm on camera. You're not. It's like it's all good.
How it's been.
Yeah. Well, I did have I have a thumbnail and I have a chief story today, and I think you'll appreciate this story. I know you kind of stay away from politics, but I think this one's actually pretty funny. Yeah. So I want to do a little walk down memory lane because maybe not everyone has it quite on top of mind, like someone who's obsessed with politics like myself. Right. This happened during the 2020 or the 2016 Trump campaign, if you'll remember, when he was going up against Hillary Clinton. And if you remember, there was a lot of political theater at the time. Yeah. You know, you'd be in jail, stuff like that.
Yeah. I remember.
Well, this was something that he did around that time, which admittedly was hilarious. These are all of the people who accused Bill Clinton of sexual assault.
Oh, snap. I don't remember this.
Oh, really? So, so he brought them to the debate when he's debating Hillary, which is objectively hilarious.
Yeah.
That's such a funny thing to do because it's like it's such shit posting in real life.
Yeah. Which he kind of innovated was the shit post in real life thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like he created the troll style of politics.
Yeah.
And this is so funny because it's like one of those things where it's like, Hillary Clinton's trying to run this upright, I'm the decent one. And then you're like, yeah, but your history, your husband, all these things and all that stuff came out about, her paying them hush money and trying to silence them and all that. Yeah. It's like, you're the feminist candidate.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? This never really gets brought up. They still don't really bring up Bill's shit, right?
Not really. He still skates.
Yeah.
Even in the Epstein thing, he's still kind of, they're like, they mention it. They want to get him, but they're not gonna.
Yeah, they just kind of gloss over Bill. I mean, like, I'm not the Orange Man's biggest fan either, but like, they just gloss over Bill. Like he was a president too.
Vigilante Williamson, what a loser. You see this guy playing video games, making music on the internet. Pretty gay.
No one cares. I can tell you that. You talk about loser shit. Goodness gracious.
No, yeah, I care. I'm a paying member. Well, I'm a paying member of the Vigilante Williamson channel.
Are you? YouTube?
I am.
They don't pay me until it gets to 100. It's gonna take a while.
I know it takes a while. But anyway, so this is just a little walk down memory lane. Well, they say karma's real. Yeah. They say karma is a real thing, and this is an article from the Daily Mail that just came out today. I don't know if you're aware. I don't know. The State of the Union is tonight.
I did see that. I think it might even be going on. Is it going on now?
Starts at 8 p.m. Central, I believe.
Okay.
So this is an article from the Daily Mail. Trump hit by sinister sabotage plot ahead of highly anticipated State of the Union address. Okay. Dozens of lawmakers are set to boycott the speech at Capitol Hill with counter events, blah, 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 including parading Jeffrey Epstein's victims at the National Mall.
Wow.
So is that not?
Thing. But I mean, let's be honest. The victims aren't just Trump's. Like, I'm not trying to scale. I do not like Trump. I do not like, I post a black square. I don't post square. Zach's.
I know. I saw that. Smart ass.
Zach. But, this whole Epstein thing is fucking nuts to me. Like, I can't even be called a conspiracy theorist anymore. What's the
no?
There's no theory. This isn't theoretical at all.
No.
And it's
he did it. I didn't even know you could do that. How'd you do that?
I didn't think either.
Wasn't that Weren't we streaming on some platform and they were like, oh no, this was me. This was like, I don't remember if you were there. I don't think you were there. I don't know. But we found there were like commands that you could like put in and it would like make little animations on the stream. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I know fucking Twitch has something. I think maybe Kick does too, where you can command this and it does something.
Yeah, it was some like shitty Chinese platform. It's called EV Mux or Ev Mux, like MUX. It was like,
yeah.
I know, I never even heard of it. But okay, yes, technically these aren't Trump's victims, but Trump is participating in the cover-up of the Epstein files, right? There's still 3 million files that haven't been released, and that hasn't even been getting talked about, which is crazy. Yeah. And so like, yeah, so like he goes and does the whole Hillary Clinton, you know, show the abuse, the survivors of the sexual abuse, and then they go and they do the exact same thing.
Yeah, and I mean, it makes sense to do it.
Yeah.
But again, the whole Epstein, oh man, that we could do a whole stream on that. That I don't know how deep have you looked into the files? Or have you just been?
I haven't done too much work on it myself. Like I haven't personally investigated anything because it's like there's 3 million files. You know what I mean? Like I'm not an investigative journalist. I don't have like that background. You know what I mean? Yeah. So am I gonna really like mow through this? I've read some articles, I've watched some streams, I've watched some videos. I'm trying to kind of wait until I think Nick Fuentes has the best point. It's like we don't really have anything. There's no smoking gun. There's nothing concrete, but there's certainly enough to open an investigation.
Oh God, yes. Oh God, yeah.
Good point, Dad. You're right. The Dow is over 50,000. So what are we even talking about here?
Right? Yeah, the economy's great.
I couldn't believe that. I was telling my friend Mike. I was like, I saw there was I was on 9gag or meme site or something like that, and there was like people were explaining what that was about, and if I didn't see the video myself, I would have been like, okay, she probably didn't say that. You're probably taking it out of context. Maybe in the same thing she mentioned it.
Okay, I'm lost. What is that, a reference to something?
You haven't seen this?
No.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'm lost, man.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then we're just gonna have to play it because it's one of these things that you like literally won't believe unless you see it.
All right. Yeah.
I bet it won't even be that hard to find. Scam Blondie? Who says that? Elagable? Someone in the chat always calls her Scam Blondie. Pam Blondie. Dow. Yeah, okay, there we go.
Oh man.
I'm gonna have to scrub a little bit. Give me 1 second.
Apologize for being out of touch. Yeah, you know, I did used to do conspiracy stuff. I mean, there's nothing to conspire. Everything's been confirmed. Everything except like oh shit. Do you remember we did like a joke thing and it was like something about the birds? There was like something to that.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
Yeah.
That the birds aren't real, like there actually is something to that.
Yeah.
I know. It is pretty weird. And that's the thing. I do, you know that guy Mike Tracy who's on Twitter by any chance?
The name sounds familiar.
He's kind of troll posting, but I think somewhere in there he's trying to get to the bottom of like the Epstein truth, like instead of like the more sensationalist claims and the unsubstantiated stuff and the just wacky things that people say, which is there's a lot of that, right? And it's like we don't want to just we really do need to get to the bottom of this instead of like the craziest things that sound sensational and grab headlines. Like we really need to figure out what this is. But he goes about it in such a shitty way. No one likes this guy. Like he's hated. Funny thing, I actually was a camp counselor with this guy like almost 20 years ago.
Shit.
Yeah.
Small world type shit. What
I know. Like I was hearing someone talk about him and it was like they're like Mike Tracy and I was like, Mike Tracy? Like,
that's crazy.
I know.
That's crazy.
And it was. I was like, holy shit. What a weird, random. I never even thought about him since then, you know?
Right.
So weird. But anyway, so this was the House Judiciary Committee had called Pam Bondi to kind of answer for some of the Epstein files and the whole story. They had questions. Massey had questions. Why is this redacted? Where are the other files, etc. So this was that day.
Mueller found no evidence, none, of foreign interference in 2016? Have you apologized to President Trump? Have you apologized to President Trump, all of you who participated in those impeachment hearings against Donald Trump? You all should be apologizing. You sit here and you attack the president, and I am not going to have it. I'm not going to put up with it. You know, all they want to do, all the American people need to know this. They are talking about Epstein today. This has been around since the Obama administration. This administration released over 3 million pages of documents, over 3 million. And Donald Trump signed that law to release all of those documents. He is the most transparent president in the nation's history. And none of them asked Merrick Garland over the last 4 years one word about Jeffrey Epstein. How ironic is that? You know why? Because Donald Trump, the Dow right now is over, the Dow is over $50,000. I don't know why you're laughing. You're a great stock trader, as I hear, Raskin. The Dow is over 50,000 right now. The S&P at almost 7,000.
Why are you asking about Epstein? Did you look at the Dow recently? You see your stock portfolio?
That's fucking crazy.
Like I said, if I had read that, if I had read that, I hadn't seen the video, I'd be like, there's no way. You're just doing the very fine people on both sides grabbing by the pussy bullshit again. There's no way that's what she said. It's exactly what she said.
I mean, exactly the context of like, hey, what are you worried about? The fucking Dow's over, was it 50,000? What the fuck? There's no problems.
Well, there's no issues. You know, who cares if they're fucking underage kids in some island and you're using it for who knows what kind of blackmail? And who's he working for? And how deep does this intelligence rabbit hole go? And how many countries are involved? And what are the implications? And no, none of that. We shouldn't even pay attention to that. Did you see the S&P? Did you see the S&P?
Yeah, or other operations that are going on right now because we don't know the name of the persons or the people involved.
Isn't that nuts? Like I genuinely couldn't believe she said that. And this wasn't even at a press conference. You could almost be like, okay, they're spinning it. She's called to answer about the Epstein files at the House Judiciary Committee. This is in the event. This is in the inquiry.
Yeah.
And this is her response. It was the craziest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she really did just say that. You look at the stock market though. That was literally it. And hey, Boosh, appreciate you being here.
Boosh, listless, OG, what is up? Yeah, no, good point, Dad. I mean, really, this was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. I couldn't even believe it, which is almost I think it was Robbie the Fire Bernstein. He does a podcast with Dave Smith, and he says like, "Hey, listen, I know there's all these pedophiles who are being covered up by the Epstein files, but they're all doing really well right now."
Right? Stayed at a Holiday Inn once, like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
See, it got to you. You're dying on there. No.
Bro. I never go out anymore. I went out on Friday night with my buddy. We played golf, and then we went and got some beers and played pool. Yeah. And I've been sick all weekend. I go out one night, and I get sick.
They fucking spiked the beers.
That sucked. I don't know. Anyway,
questions.
But yeah, so I thought it was a pretty remarkable like Uno reverse card that the Democrats played on Trump, where they're just like, right?
Right. Yeah.
It's actually pretty funny.
It is safe for the disturbingness of the story. Like I'm still not over the whole thing, right? Like, and it's funny because I've known about the thing since before. Like when I started my whole conspiracy thing, looking in as just like a normal person, non-vigilante. And I was just looking into this shit, and I'm like, man, this shit sounds unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then the Epstein stuff started to come out. I'm like, holy shit, this is real.
Yeah.
And now it's years later, and it's still coming out, and it's like, even though I should be, I've said, how corrupt the government is, how fucked up everything is. It is another thing having that shit be above ground, known, confirmed, standardized knowledge. Now it's like, holy shit, this is absolutely real. It's not, I don't know. It's a thing. And then I remember, I don't know, speaking of stocks and shit, I don't know if you remember, there was like a bunch of crypto billionaires that all of a sudden kind of mysteriously met their demise, all of them in a few months. That was a few years ago. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't, but the one that I was thinking about was the I think it was last year, maybe 2 years ago. Like, there's a far right party in Germany called the AfD, and like mysteriously, like 7 of them just died.
Oh, geez.
In like a very short period of time, and I've never heard any follow up on that. I've never heard any explanation as to what the hell that was about.
Holy shit.
Right.
I don't know anything about that. The reason I brought up the crypto billionaires is one of them, before they mysteriously drowned, had said that there was a Epstein-like honeypot operation in one of these other islands.
Really?
He said it was like near-ish Puerto Rico.
Really?
Yeah. And so there's apparently another one. I mean, will we ever know about it? Will information ever come out of it? I don't know, but this is not an isolated. This is just one guy in his one operation that went crazy. And no, this is, if a lot of other, if there is some non-confirmed stuff, I mean, and I don't know how non-confirmed it is. A lot of this stuff is still going on, and I don't.
I'm being corrected in the chat. The AfD is not far right. I thought they were. I thought they were like the. Oh Jesus! Everyone's just like, shut up. No, they're not. You fucking stupid lib. Like, my bad. Okay, sorry. I don't know anything about German politics. Except for one wonderful leader. But
who's probably his most popular in my lifetime. Good Lord.
It is weird.
Yeah.
It's genuinely weird. Like, so there was I guess Fuentes a few weeks ago made a joke about, he did the Epstein quarter zip. Did you see this?
No, I know of the quarter zip.
Okay.
And it's now like been, like, I've seen memes on the quarter zip. Like, it's
yeah.
now.
And so it was a joke. I took it as a joke, and he's like, it's not Epstein, it's America First. He's just fucking around. Well, all these guys like Jake Shields and all these like dudes who like literally post like Hitler edits and like make Hitler jokes all day long, all started clutching their pearls. Suddenly it wasn't funny. Suddenly, this is too far. We don't, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I thought we were trolling. I thought we were shit posting. What the hell's going on? And so he goes on to say, well, hey, like, by the way, Hitler did kill a lot of people. He did like invade these countries and slaughter people. And just like there was like a lot of tragedy that was suffered under Hitler. Like, we're making jokes and everything, but if you're being real, okay, well, he wasn't exactly a good guy either. So where's the line? Like, when are we allowed to make jokes? When aren't we making jokes? Well, all these fucking idiots, these like far right idiots on Twitter were like, dude, what are we even doing now? Can you believe this guy? Can you even believe this guy? And you're just like,
are you sure?
All right, there's a lot of retards on this side of the political aisle.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Yeah, you know what? That's been the thing. I guess I've learned the past few years. We comment on a lot of the leftist retards, and there's plenty of them.
Yeah,
and still there. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to. They have not gone away.
They are.
But there's a lot of tardation on the right side. Can I say that word? Because who knows what word, the R word?
I don't care. I'm not restricting this channel to that. I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't know, whatever happened, whatever old school like restrictions used to be on this channel, I feel are mostly lifted.
That's good.
Because whenever I would do a live stream in the past, no matter what, automatic demonetization every time. Yeah, so I feel like that's gone. So yeah, speak your mind.
Yeah, okay. I mean, but I kind of was tweaking on one of these streams recently about all the we say unalive instead of killed or dead and all the like the kind of
I know grape.
Yeah, grape. It's like okay,
so childish. I can't do it.
Yes, that's exactly it. I've been in the habit of doing it just from streaming for so long. I'm starting to just like, man, fuck it. I'm just gonna say the fucking word because
it's like when I was a camp counselor and I was like, you can't, I swear a lot. So I had to learn how to not swear. I had to like start saying sugar and then you like unironically in your real life start saying the like wholesome curses. You don't mean to, they just come out.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah, shucks. It would happen. Yeah. But yeah, no, the whole thing is absolutely nuts. And, credit where it's due. I think like Thomas Massey and Ro Khanna, who's like one of the guys orchestrating this sort of, bringing the Epstein victims to the State of the Union. He's a Democrat. Like they really pushed and put their political ass on the line and probably honestly their real ass on the line, like their physical life. And a few congressmen just forced it through and got it out. And now it's like, The one thing too was funny. I was on Zach's show a few weeks ago, and this guy Alex, who's White Cloaks, he's a YouTuber. He talks mostly about the Game of Thrones universe, and I bet he's having a good couple weeks because that new Game of Thrones show is really good. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I haven't. I never got into the whole Game of Thrones thing.
Okay.
I missed out on it, and then the last season was so like hated, and I'm like, I'm never gonna go. I'm like, I'm not gonna go back if the last season's gonna suck. So
yeah, no, I mean it was a disaster, but this one seems pretty good, and it's like self-contained. I've really enjoying it. I haven't seen the most recent episode, so if you put any spoilers in the chat, I'll ban you for life. But oh right, so he goes, because now all the connections to Israel became more, front and center, more like in front of everyone's eyes, and they were like, do you feel vindicated? And he asked me that, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess like it's to me, it was always that was right there. If you did any kind of serious like investigation, you listen to anyone who's got any kind of intelligence about the situation, then yeah, I mean, it was pretty obvious. But now it's like people, that kind of dirty secret is not a secret anymore.
Yeah, shit. You remember? Speaking of culture crime fighters, fucking Cameron Pasha said that the Mossad runs Hollywood or some shit like that on our show. This is way back when.
Yes, that's right. Yes, he did say that. And he was saying that the Mossad guys would like threaten to kill people and stuff like that. Yeah. That it was like for real. Yeah, that's right. Can't see it on this end. I guess another wonderful feature of this platform is I can't see super chats, but luckily I can see it in the other chat. And hate speaker. What does this say? Hate speaker Sargon of. It gets cut off. I can't see the whole name. Yeah. Well, I wonder if it's like hate speaker Sargon of Akkad or something like that. But it's just like I can't, for some reason I can't read the whole name there. Yeah. It's just like okay. Oh, it is okay. Hate speaker Sargon of Akkad, and the name of his channel is Speaker of Hate. Pretty funny. I'm a fan of Sargon, so I don't know if this is a hate count. I like Sargon, but anyway, he says Austin Tucker Martin. Austin Tucker Martin, patriot or FAFO artist? Do you know who that is?
I do not.
I don't either.
Oh, geez. I was hoping you were going to tell me. No. This guy.
I have no idea who this guy is. Armed man who fatally shot at Mar-a-Lago liked to draw golf courses. Wait, a guy got shot and that happened? This new?
That happened a couple years ago, a year, whenever, right?
No, this is... Oh, new details. Oh, that guy. Oh, that was the... But I thought did that guy die? Oh, that's right. Jesus, I forgot. There's so many attempts on this guy's life. You forget about them.
There was two back to back. Most people remember the one with the ear, but there was another one that happened like right after or right before.
Now, I thought that was the guy they arrested. The guy with like the backpack or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like a bomb.
Yeah, that guy. But no, that was another guy like that happened on a golf course at Mar-a-Lago. Like, can't remember if it was right before or right after.
Oh, okay.
It was around the same time.
I'm not. Well, I mean, look, at the time, I was extraordinarily a big Trump supporter, so I would have been like, absolutely not. But I still don't think you should be killing anyone, really. Yeah. But I don't think you should be killing heads of state. I think it just turns them into martyrs. I don't think it helps.
That's a good point.
Yeah. I wouldn't. I do not endorse that. He's not a patriot. I don't know what his motivations were, though.
Yeah, I don't know either. Did he have the CIA plan? I mean, manifesto?
Right? Was he on the watch list?
Yeah,
he was on our radar. So common with these dudes.
There was another one. The chat's saying some guy tried yesterday.
Oh, so this is new?
Oh, maybe he's a new guy. There was another one. Jesus.
All right, let's look into it. Austin Tucker Martin. Why do they always do the three names whenever it's like some kind of like,
yeah, the three name thing? Because the John Lennon guy.
The first one that came up is the New York Times, so we get to pretend like we're smart today.
Okay,
let's go. Okay, armed man who was fatally shot at Mar-a-Lago liked to draw golf courses. Why? That's the second time that detail has shown up. Why is that something that would ever be something we would need to know?
I have no idea.
Is that like a code? Is that like a code to the Epstein class? He liked to draw golf courses. Alert, alert. He liked to draw golf courses.
That's what it almost seems like. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, what does that even mean? He was from North Carolina, killed by law enforcement after he entered the secure perimeter. A 21-year-old man who was shot and killed after entering Mar-a-Lago with a weapon was a recent high school graduate who started an artwork company last year and specialized in handmade drawings of golf courses. Okay. Maybe this is a weird way. They say never take no for an answer. And they say, go after your dreams. But, you need to put some boundaries on that,
Right. His motivation was psycho leftoid. It finally had something. Yeah, you guys
supposedly it had to do with Epstein.
Yeah, we should be watching you guys stream. You guys know what's going on.
I know you guys know. I don't know. Somehow I missed this story. I had no idea.
Yeah.
It's just the news cycle is just endless.
It is endless.
The man, I have like some AI Val Kilmer story and like video game news, and they're like, "Did you hear about the terrorists?" Like, no, I didn't know. The man was confronted by Secret Service officers, Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, President Trump's residence, shotgun, blah blah blah. He very likely drove from North Carolina to Florida on Saturday afternoon based on information posted by family members on social media. Okay. Trump administration. It's not like a lot of details in this article for a whole lot of words. It's just like dates and shit.
Right.
Time. He is a registered voter.
Okay. Fascinating
detail that needed to be included.
Right.
Listing his party as unaffiliated. Oh, yeah, they do like to do that, though. They like to be like, see, he's one of yours. No. He was registered as a Democrat, but last time he voted as a Republican. Well, he donated to Democrat charities, so what am I supposed to do with that information? Like, they're still trying to. He's from a town of only 300 people. Politics was often the topic of conversation. He was a very pro-Trump family and fit the narrative. But he wouldn't go out of his way to bash anybody. I don't know. This is I'd have to dig into this to even get some kind of.
So just two interesting facts. Shout out to Boone, North Carolina, which is considered like the mountains, and I've been there once. That was mentioned. And Cameron is known for wrestlers, the Hardy Boys. They're from. It's a small town.
Well, what do you know about that?
That's the only thing I know about Cameron, North Carolina, is the Hardy Boys, and I guess somebody who wanted to kill Trump. So that's.
I guess so. Said he was pissed about Trump for his Mar-a-Lago golf course design. He's like, look at that bunker placement. Are you kidding me? 2 on both sides of the green? What is this, fucking obstacle course? Trying to play golf out here.
Exactly. He was just trying to change the design, apparently. And there you go.
That's a whole ass thing, by the way. Listless. She said golf is boring enough. Drawing a golf course is like next level. Well, it's like there's strategy involved. So it's kind of like you're kind of like creating like a puzzle in a way. Mm-hmm. And just happens to be very beautiful, like a park. So you're making a park puzzle for dickheads like me who like to play golf.
How is your golf career or golf hobby going? Not great.
I mean, it's improving, but if it went from like absolute dog shit to just sort of, cat shit, I guess. You know what I mean? It's like I can play though. Like I can play 18 and it's not a total disaster. I had a few pars every once in a while, so But
I can't even play fucking Top Golf. Like I couldn't even fucking. I would have no prayer.
It's fun. You've got a lot of mass. No disrespect, but you could probably turn that into a really powerful drive. Yeah.
But you gotta like move, man. Speaking of mass, I'm trying to get this shit off, obviously. And one thing I've been wanting to talk to you about as far as things is boxing. How did you still do boxing?
I actually haven't in a long time. No, you know why? Because I used to go to the gym in my complex, and they had a great heavy bag, and they got rid of that bag. And so, and then the one at the gym I do go to, it's like a whole ass hassle. I have to like get it out of a closet and then like hang it up and then take it down and put it back in the closet. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like all this extra work to do it. But I would like to do it because I am like out of fighting shape, and I like having that. It's fun.
Yeah, I want to do that. I've been consistent with weights, but I need an activity. I mean, you can do cardio on the machine. I do, but it's like I need an activity. I need something to be active to be doing. Dude. So I'm not thinking about the cardio. So either
boxing will just shred like weight off of you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's the hardest workout I've ever done. That or jujitsu, but they're both really hard.
I can't. I don't want to be manipulated by another man. I don't.
No, you don't understand. You're rolling around with another sweaty man, and you're trying to dominate him. It's not gay.
Yeah, and especially as a walk-in white belt, like, and it's like, oh, everybody you meet it's gonna really change your ability, like your thoughts on like rape, because you're like, oh no, I'm very rapeable. It's like I'm incredibly rapeable, and I
Yeah.
lived my whole life not knowing. And
Yeah.
yeah.
That was actually a very humbling thing my first day of jiu-jitsu, because I was there and like, most dudes are walking around thinking like, well, maybe I don't know how to fight, but I could probably handle myself. I could probably take care of this. And I'm rolling with these dudes and I was like, oh, no.
No, you can't.
If they decide I am fucked figuratively, literally,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had a friend that was a wrestler, and one time we would play wrestling, and he got serious. I was like, oh no, I can't stop him. Oh,
nothing I could do.
Yeah. That was scary.
Yeah. Oh, you could shovel snow. I mean, you probably didn't get any snow in Houston, much like I didn't get any snow in Austin, but New Jersey did. Well, there is a new workout trend that maybe you're not aware of.
Okay.
I'm sure you've heard of have you heard of the looks maxing guys?
Yes, I know of the clavicular, which I think did he go to jail or something?
He got arrested and then like immediately like let off.
Okay. I thought he went to jail for something. I think it was like drugs or something.
It was like, I think it was like Adderall.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Having like Adderall and being in a club underage, it was like,
Yeah. How old is this guy? Is he even?
I think he's 20.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Papa Cotton? Hello, sir.
Hey.
Well, there's more than one way to approach looks maxing.
Yeah.
You could also do the opposite. I don't know what this guy calls this.
Oh, is this the guy, the half guy? Yes.
Yeah.
I've seen him. I don't know what his deal is, and I keep thinking like, is he special needs? He only works out one side of his body. He has one
trap.
enormous trap.
That's all he does.
One enormous arm, and then the other one doesn't.
Did you ever play Left 4 Dead 2?
Left 4 Dead. Is that one of the zombie games?
Yeah, there was a boomer who had like one big arm.
Yeah. I do remember that. Yeah, I have seen this guy.
I know.
It's funny because I need to. There's one thing I'm not doing is like traps. I'm like, I probably need to. So at least I'm.
Yeah, he's looks minning.
That's wild.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like he's actually just disabled or something, or just has like a weird body structure and he's like pretending that that's what he's doing. But it really looks like.
That's what I've been wondering. And like, is he somebody like said disabled or has some sort of special need? And he's making it into a thing.
Yeah.
Or was he a normal human and said, I'm just gonna work out one trap until it looks crazy. And
because he's pretty shredded just as is, right? He's got like no body fat and like pretty good definition. So was he just working out like normal and one day was like, I'm just gonna look like a freak?
Yeah. Or did like, sometimes you get one side bigger than the other, and then maybe that was happening. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna lean into this and just
I'm gonna looks min.
Not just looks. That can't be good for like your neck, right? Because it's like
probably not, or your back. I would assume.
Your back, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the trapezius is a muscle, so if one side is that's a major imbalance. Like, it can cause nerve issues.
Yeah, I don't really know, but it is pretty funny to kind of just take the total piss out of looks maxing.
Yeah. Which I mean, I know that's a crazy thing. I heard. Speaking of clavicular, I heard he does. Is it true he does meth?
I heard this. I don't know. The only reason I'm aware of clavicular pretty much at all is like the memes, the online thing, and because I watch Fuentes. That's really it. I would never know otherwise.
Okay, Final Glance says he doesn't have a medical issue. I started watching the guy from the beginning. Holy shit.
Oh, that's Mike. That's my buddy Mike. He gets into this weird shit sometimes, so I would take his word for it.
Normal. Wow.
No way.
That's fucking nuts.
That's wild. Oh,
man.
Oh, yeah, there's like that arm wrestler guy. That's right.
Arm wrestler? I don't know
yeah. There's like one of those dudes. He's just got like one giant arm.
Yeah.
And then the tennis player Nadal, you ever see him? He's like his one forearm is like freakishly larger than the other.
I don't know if I ever noticed that. I mean, I've seen Nadal, many times, but I don't know if I ever seen that.
Yeah. I mean, I remember, I think. I remember noticing that and be like, what the fuck? He's like, one was just like seriously significantly different than the other.
Yeah, it's a medical issue. He's retarded. I mean, yeah, that's what I would think. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see it in this photo. Let me see here. My computer. Bro, I hate Windows so much, dude. Yeah. This is like a new computer, and it's already like dragging ass because of all the.
Yeah. So you more of a Mac guy?
They just work better,
Jesus, yeah, you can't see what the fuck.
right?
That looks crazy.
It looks like the AI. It looks like they edited it, but I remember the doll always had that one gigantic arm.
Yeah. It looks like he's a gooner. Like the fuck. Or
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Sencha Dodo says he does have a medical issue. He's retarded. That's funny. That's very funny. God, that's so weird. I guess, whatever people do for clicks.
Yeah.
How do you pivot though?
You don't. And man, that's another thing I've been like wondering because now I guess you can say the same thing. We're now 6 years into this shit.
Micro slop. That's a funny term. I like that. Sorry, go on, Viz.
But no, like now we're like 6 years into streaming and content creation, which is crazy. I
do not want to do the math of how many subscribers per year that works out to.
It's not a lot.
No.
And then some asshole does something fucking retarded, and then they'll get a lot of attention. But then 5 minutes later, we forget they exist.
Yeah, that's true. That does happen. Yeah.
So it's like, what is? I've been mid existential crisis most of the time now because I've only did the fucking
just like always
fandom thing for like a year and a half, and
in a constant state of existential crisis.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, what am I doing this for? Right now it's fun. It is fun, right? And I need to find more games to play because I haven't been playing. I've been doing shit. I've just been streaming. I will say this: buying a house is the most stressful thing I've ever done in my life. Holy shit!
Oh, you're buying a house? Oh, congratulations!
I'm trying to buy a house. It's been a nightmare. The nightmare may be over in a month. Hopefully, we'll see. I'm trying to buy a newer build house, which I hope it doesn't fall apart in a week. But the older build houses are all shit too, so it's like it's a fucking nightmare. So I don't know.
Jamalama.
Hey, Jamalama.
What's good?
It is me. I am here.
Did I thank Sargon of Hate for the super chat?
I just thought you did. Yeah.
Okay, it just suddenly occurred to me. I was like, maybe I just read that and didn't say thank you. I should.
Yeah.
But I go on. Sorry.
But it's like, okay, what am I doing this for as far as this streaming and content creation shit, and how do I make it grow in a way that doesn't embarrass the shit out of myself? Because it seems like embarrassing the shit out of yourself is a great way to grow. And you say Nick Ocado is a good look minimizer, but he obviously lost all the fucking weight after it.
Did he, or was that bullshit too? Like, I thought it came out that was bullshit afterwards. I don't really know.
It?
I don't remember. I mean, I can't keep track of shit like that. I don't. I remember Mike was all excited. He loved that narrative.
Yeah,
but
I thought
I don't know.
It was real. Maybe it was bullshit. And hey, Brandon, the anime guy. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, what up? How you doing, doggy?
Home ownership is
see you,
a
man.
PETA.
But a great pain in the ass.
Pain in the ass. Oh God, yeah, it does seem like it. And fucking taxes in Texas. It's like, oh, no state tax.
They get you somewhere.
You wanted to own a home.
Well, yeah, you waited for. That's funny.
You say that they're a lot better than they were a few years ago, at least here.
No, they've come down in Texas quite a bit.
Yeah,
because it was a bubble. Because it was all the Californians, all these fucking Californians moving to Texas.
Fuckers.
Fuckers.
Come from LA and shit like that.
Yeah. Hey, at least I was broke. All right.
There you go.
I wasn't buying up a house for 3 times the value.
Yeah, that I think still fucked up the market, even though like a lot of houses came down. And even a lot of the houses I've looked for, they were upside down already. It's like, hey, you bought it for $300,000. It ain't worth $300,000 no more. It's worth $250,000. It's like, oh shit. But then they'll be stingy because because they're upside down, they can't take.
Right, they can't.
249 is like, I need every fucking dime.
Get stuck with a mortgage for a house you don't own. Ooh.
Yeah,
that would suck.
So yeah, there's a bunch of motherfuckers. So yeah, it could have been worse. You say I waited in Texas, and another thing with Texas, at least in the Houston area, the supply is endless because Houston is the biggest area I've ever been in my entire life.
It is so fucking big.
They'll always find some place outside to build houses.
Well, because there's nothing else in between. This is what, like, if you've never been to Texas, it's like there's nothing, city, nothing. Like, it's so weird. So it's like like my ex-girlfriend, she lives in Austin, like kind of over by like the airport, right? Yeah. And it's like, it's not that far from where I currently live. It's like pretty close. And she's in this like housing development and all that. But like, just you leave her apartment complex or housing complex, and across the street is not literally an empty field.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like the edge of Austin. And if you keep going down that road, you're just in Texas now. You're just in Texas, like rural, endless nothing.
Yeah, there's these like 3 or 4. I guess I don't know if Austin and San Antonio is considered one city state, but like there's these 3 city states, and then nothing surrounding them.
It's true.
And
it's just a
basically
triangle.
what it is.
It's a big triangle. And then you'll run into like these sort of like really big suburbs at times.
Sometimes I guess like a Waco or something.
Yeah, but that's it. It's really bizarre. But yeah, and Austin is a unique city in the sense that it's pretty dense as far as like Texas cities go. But like San Antonio, oh my God, I was there last year because I was watching Gary's Place, you know?
Yeah.
And I was just like driving around this, and it was just like, oh my God, like it's so long, it's so far from everything. Like it's just like downtown. It's like, yeah, you're in the car for like 45 minutes. You're like, oh, good Lord.
Yeah, I miss like I don't miss, but like Charlotte was such an easy city to get around comparatively.
Yeah.
So much because it's only really 3 freeways, and yeah, sometimes they can get backed up, but you can get around, and it's just much smaller. I mean, it's a decent area, but not as. This is just nuts. You can drive for an hour and still not even be nowhere near.
Yeah, I don't really think the libs are entirely wrong about walkable cities.
No, they're not. That's one thing I'm totally for. Europe doesn't do a lot right, but the walkable city, you don't need a car thing is the most brilliant shit ever.
What? But you can't give them credit like they're like, hey, here's what we're gonna do. It's like they're 2,000-year-old cities. You know what I mean?
That's
like
true,
it just evolved, and there's nowhere to build anything. Like it's all stacked on top of each other. You know, these places, like, have you ever been to Phoenix?
I have not.
It doesn't feel like a real city at all. It feels like the entire thing feels like a development, like a big giant strip mall. Everything feels new and fake.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I know shit where I'm lit. What I may move if this shit goes through is like it's nothing. It's just like there's nothing but new houses being built, and that's it.
Okay, yeah.
It's like minutes away from life. But then you go, 10 minutes, you're like, oh, a minute, there's life again.
Is it in the city of Houston, or is it like okay?
I'm not buying the city of Houston. I wasn't totally opposed to like buying into Houston. I did look at a couple things, but I ended up finding something way out. Not way out, but out enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Lissa's saying she's been to Phoenix. I noticed when I went to San Diego, it felt the same way. Everything felt fake.
Yeah.
Like the entire downtown area just felt like a housing development or like a big shopping complex that some dickhead developer cooked up. There's nothing organic about it.
Yeah. And honestly, I kind of feel similar about that. That's what I've come to realize. Like Houston, at least this part of Houston is like a lot of that. It's like, but it's like, okay, they did it once in the 80s, and then they did it again in the 90s, and then again in the 2000s. So you're seeing like, oh, this is the 80s developed.
This is the 80s neighborhood.
Yeah, and now you're in the 90s developed area. Now you're in the 2000s, and now you're in the 2010s and 20s or whatever. It's just,
that's funny. I never thought about that. Yeah.
But you can definitely start to looking for a house has made me realize that, like, oh, they've been doing this shit. But
they're always developing shit here in Austin. I mean, there's like the skyline, even since I've moved here, has changed dramatically. There's like so many skyscrapers they're putting up and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah, I need to, I've been meaning to visit Austin again.
Please do.
Yeah.
We'll go out on the town. We'll have a ball.
Yeah. One of these days we'll do it. Once I can, if I close after I close, and my. God, like I said, this whole process has been mindlessly stressful. I had no idea buying a house was this stressful until I actually did it.
That's all I've ever heard, brother.
And I knew it was, but once you actually experience, it's like, I knew it was, but I didn't know it was until you like, oh no, this is, excuse me. Like, I can't sleep. I can't do anything. I don't even want to like think about it. I keep looking at shit, looking at insurance, looking at this, looking at the taxes.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
Yeah, no, just rent forever. It'll be fine. You'll own nothing and be happy, Veg.
Exactly. But you own nothing anyway because you got to pay these goddamn taxes.
I know, right? You don't own shit. You're renting from the government.
Yeah.
My dad's saying, Matt, tell him in New Jersey. It's true. Like where I grew up in New Jersey, like I didn't know that there were places where there were like towns and then there was like a big gap and then another town. Like everywhere I grew up, you literally just drive from town to town to town. Everything's just one giant town in every direction. There's zero gaps. So the whole thing is like one big town. That's like New Jersey, you know?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
when I was in places and I was like, you drive and there was like nothing in between the towns. It was weird. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, what is this? Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Southeast Michigan, like the Detroit area, is kind of like that. But then I used to, shout out to listeners, go to Canada for Wheels In, and then when we go into Canada, it's like you're in Windsor. Then as soon as you leave, it's like it's nothing because most of
What
Canada's
for?
nothing.
For what?
Wheels In. It's an old. It doesn't exist anymore, but it was like a resort for ghetto motherfuckers in Detroit to go to leave Detroit. It was an excuse to leave Detroit and leave the country. All it was is a hotel with a spa, a water slide, and an arcade and a bowling alley. But that was more than fucking enough for 90s kid me.
When you're a kid too, you don't know.
You don't need shit. And it was like
I used
cool.
to go to a place called Keensburg with my dad, and it's like a total dump. But when you're 7, you're like, this is the greatest place on earth.
Yeah. So, oh shit.
This is the Wheels In, apparently.
Oh shit. Shout out to Chatham, Ontario, Canada. It's like an hour away. I think they knocked it down, but it was like an hour away from Detroit to Canada. And it was just fucking. It was just like I said. They had an arcade. They actually had a mini golf too. I forgot the mini golf. That mini golf.
Oh, I mean, come on, you're leaving out the
Arcade. And
cream of the
actually,
crop
they
here.
had an extra pool.
Oh wait, they
Two
have
pools.
like what's it called? Like a
Pickleball
water
pit?
slide?
Yeah, they had a water slide. They had a water slide.
Treadmills. I mean, this place has everything.
Yes. I mean,
It looks like a motor in, but like kind of like a nice version.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got a Frosty machine.
Did they have Frosty? I don't remember a Wendy's.
I don't know. Oh yeah, it's Joe to Wendy's.
Shit.
Come on, you're leaving out the amenities here. It's
Yeah, I
got
gotta
Wendy's.
leave
It's
out
got a
the
water
Wendy's.
slide, mini golf.
But yeah, they had the mini golf, at the water slide. I don't remember the ball pit, but now I'm looking at it, it looks familiar.
Well, this might be like in the area. It might be in the general
Maybe.
area because it's saying places to go. This is
Oh,
the
yeah.
Wheels In, the in places to go.
They had pool tables. They had the
A
arcade.
little kid casino.
Yeah, that's basically what those are. Those little
Yeah,
things.
they're priming you to be a little gambling addict.
Yeah, and shit. Look how crazy that is now. Man, shout out to the late 90s.
Yeah, the little teacups. Yeah, yeah. You know what I hated when I was a kid were bumper cars.
Yeah.
I fucking hated bumper cars because you're just like, oh, you know, you're like getting hit and you're just trying to like drive along and hit someone hits you from the
It's so
side, gives you
annoying to get
whiplash.
hit. Yeah, it is. It was. Yeah, that was totally unsafe. Like that can't be good.
Yeah,
we just
that
did
can't
it.
be good for your neck. No.
No, couldn't be. But we just did
Mhm.
Always kinda
Listless
ghetto,
says,
like,
Chatham, it was always kind of ghetto, lots of white trash. One of those places you drive through to get somewhere else, but it had a Wheels In.
yeah, Wheels In. It just
Was it a chain or was it one spot?
I only remember the one spot. Shout out to Babalo Island. I do remember that. That was something. It's an island. I believe it's in between Canada and Detroit, and you would just go on a boat, and you would go in there.
But Sentient Dildo played like in artillery craters. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Yeah, he was collecting AK shells and making like little dolls out of them or something.
Yes, that means around the same time you were doing something way different, man.
Yeah,
It was a way different world for you, so I can imagine.
yeah, he was wiring up explosives like C4. We're lighting off like little like blackjack, like black cats, and he's
Oh, shit, yeah.
fucking demolishing a building.
Yeah, man. Yeah, carny rides, man. I don't know at what point I realized I should never go on a carnival ride, but there was a point when I was like a young adult, and I'm like, I'm never, because I think I don't want to name the city, but the one city I lived in Michigan where it was kind of middle of nowhere, and like I had a couple of friends working for the carnival that came in every year. And then when they were talking about it, I'm like, wait a second, these are the assholes putting together everything?
Yo,
And I'm like, oh
that's
my
so
God,
funny.
I've been risking my life on Ferris wheels this entire time while like some
Right.
14-year-old doesn't know
I
what
think
the
I
fuck
think
he's
it's like I think about the amount of times I went to work stoned.
yeah, right? Shit.
Oh, 24/7 Fusion's back?
Oh yeah? Tell him to
Hey.
contact me well, he's probably streaming right now, but
That's cool.
I need to stalk him.
Maybe we'll rate him when the show is over.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dad's telling me the State of the Union's starting soon. Yeah, I think doesn't that start about an hour? I thought it was 8 p.m. Maybe it is now. Do you want to watch the State of the Union vid?
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's see if I can't find it. Oh yeah, watch the live State of the Union. Everything's good. I'm not giving you anything you asked for. There's no mass deportations. Economy's a mess. We're going to war with Iran. It's exactly what I hoped for. It's pretty bleak.
You know, your Trump's getting better though.
Is he?
No,
my Trump's getting
Trump.
better.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you. Right around the time that I don't like him anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. I guess they're just yakking right now. Doesn't seem like anything's going on just yet. It says soon. Yeah, pregame. Yeah, they're just senators are just ripping beers in the parking lot. They're just pregaming it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, for an irreverent thing, I wonder how many like actual politicians are going to show up to this like fucked up without people knowing, because the answer is not zero.
Well, apparently they're pretty degenerate.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say like these people like Republican circles, they're like ripping lines of coke and stuff like that. That's not. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, there's one Instagram guy I follow, and his thing is finding people who are obviously on coke, and it says, the coke's about to kick in, and you can see, there he goes, like
That's pretty funny.
Right when it hits.
Well, I remember when I was in Hollywood, people would say, Washington was just Hollywood for ugly people. And I never quite knew what they meant by that. I was kind of like, what the hell? What are you talking about? Like, what? They're completely unrelated. Like, how are they the same thing? And then it's just like, oh, you mean just being like the famous center of attention? Like, that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like, well, then, yeah, that would make sense that the same type of people who would like gravitate towards like, look at me, I want to be a Hollywood star would be like, oh, I'm too ugly for that. Well, look at me. I'm a political revolutionary person.
Right. That does make sense.
And I was like, oh, from that perspective. So then, your predilections for partying and wanting to take advantage of your status would overlap.
Exactly, yeah. Though at least with Hollywood, it's a little more trackable. It's like, oh, okay, you're just who cares? Until you fucking go on a list and go to an island. But
right, but like
knew that was.
We assume you're partying excessively. Yeah, exactly. Like that's supposed to come with the territory.
Right. We don't want to. No one wants to hear the guy from District 44 from Iowa.
Yeah.
Fucking ripping a line off strip.
Yeah, I don't want to think Jasmine Crockett's boofing heroin. You know what I mean? Shit. Not that I think she is or anything. I'm just making a joke.
Oh Jesus, yeah. Fucking.
My mom told me she likes her. I was like, oh my God, Mom. Well, she's a fucking idiot. Like, you listen to her speak, you're just like, how the hell is this bitch? But there's a few people like that, like Al Green. Remember him?
Al Green. You mean
yeah, not the singer. There's a representative named Al Green. He's like one of those guys. Yeah, he's been in office for like, he looks like an old Indian man, but I think he's black. But he's been in office for, like 40 years.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's just a loud idiot. I really don't understand what happens with these districts and these states. Like, how the hell did Mitch McConnell stay in there for so long, or James, what's his name? The other guy, I want to say James Lindsey Graham.
Yeah.
No one likes these people, but they never go anywhere.
Man, I don't necessarily believe the election process. A lot of people have made a lot about some of the recent elections. I don't know that your random election somewhere in Kentucky or Iowa or whatever state, I don't know that's necessarily above board either. You know what I mean? Like, especially you're talking about 20 years. You go back into the 2000s, and
right,
when it was a lot easier to scam shit. Like, there's less technology. It's like,
yeah, but they don't really use much technology for this shit now. Everything's so archaic. They like hand count half this shit.
Yeah, so it's
like, bro, I used to have to hand count my bank when I was a bartender for a long time, and I fucked that up plenty. Right? You know what I mean? Unintentionally.
So like, the fuck, like, you know what I mean? Like, how I'm sure a lot of these votes. And this has been my thing for years. Your vote doesn't. I hate to say it to people. I know everyone wants to politically, but your vote doesn't. I don't want to say it doesn't count.
No, it doesn't, and I think that's okay to say. I think that's just kind of like, that's just clear pilling.
Yeah,
it's not black pilling. It's like, I've lived in 4 states in my life: New Jersey, New York, California, and Texas, and my vote never mattered because all those states are so heavily entrenched with whatever political party it is. So it's like, it doesn't really matter what I do.
Yeah, I guess
it's like, it only matters in swing states.
I guess North Carolina and Michigan have been
North Kakalaki.
I guess. I don't know.
Are they both blue? I don't know. What are the Carolinas? I don't actually know.
I mean, traditionally the Carolinas are red, but right when I got there, they started to blue up, and Charlotte's definitely a blue city.
Yeah.
But I would also say the rest. Well, Charlotte, Raleigh, Durham, and Raleigh and Durham are two different cities, but everyone just that area. That's
No one
bluer.
knows the difference. It's okay,
Yeah,
such
and
a dull.
even
Or
I don't.
Fitch.
I don't. I never ended up going there, and I meant to. But yeah, I mean, Charlotte is the bluest. That was one of the first time I started to see like hardcore liberalism. Like I had never seen it before.
Oh no.
I had never seen it before. Like, oh no, like people yelling at me because I didn't vote for Hillary and all sorts of weird shit.
Yeah. I spent my whole adult life in cities, so I was very like aware of it. But it did get weirder when I moved to California. Like when I was in New York, like I guess I felt like I was amongst peers, but when I went out to California, I was like, oh, you guys are fucking nuts. And I don't know if that was the time that like all the racial shit really started to kick off, but it got fucking weird.
You know what? Looking back, I wonder if it was the time same even with Charlotte, because it's like it just all of a sudden politics started to matter a whole lot to a lot of people, and they got weird if you weren't one of them.
Yeah.
And if you didn't do the right thing, what's wrong with you on the right side of history and all that shit started to become a thing, and it was very weird.
Got really, really weird. Yeah, it became everything, and I guess it just permanently is now.
God, I want to get rid of it so goddamn bad. I think that's but everything's been in shitified. Good Lord. I mean, I'm glad you found the show. You said something about the Game of Thrones. Like, it's hard for me to find a show.
I don't watch anything.
I don't really watch. I just brain rot. All I do is brain rot with reels and shorts and shit. And
I just watch YouTube. I just watch fucking Dave Smith and Fuentes and Sargon, and then like occasionally watch some like comedy like Shane or like the Boys Cast. But that's kind of I don't really watch any. There's nothing to watch. I don't watch anything. Like Mobland was sick. Like this new show was pretty good. I watched like The Night Manager was just kind of slop.
Yeah.
I just consumed some slop for a little while.
Sports to me has become slop. It's like,
Sports is slop.
Godly. Like even the fucking Super Bowl and the football, like this season, and not just the Lions sucked this year again. We suck again. We don't even suck.
Oh no, we suck again.
Yes, that's exactly what I've been saying since the season ended. We suck again. But even without that, it just was like, it's just got boring. Like I can't. I don't know, man.
Dude, I can't get over the fact that they still have like those gay fucking sayings on the back of their helmet.
Oh yeah, well I noticed the ones in the end zone. Like it takes all of us for what?
It still says that shit.
Yeah.
That's why all the boomers are getting all bent out of shape about the Bad Bunny thing. I was like, there are so many more problems with this entire media package than just the guy speaking Spanish at the Super Bowl. Like, yeah, it's annoying. Don't get me wrong. I thought it irritating, but more in the way I was like, this is boring. Like, I was like, I'm not offended. Like, I understand what the messaging is. I understand what the statement is. I'm not oblivious to that. But like, did you also notice like the anti-Semitism commercial? Did you also notice like the
crazy
dude? I was like,
and
that's funny.
Oh, the commercials were a nightmare.
Woo!
Everything included AI was about AI or both. And it was like, what the fuck? And by the way, AI still visually sucks. I don't care that you think it has improved, quote unquote, but I hate the fucking way it looks. It looks so unnatural and fake, and I hate seeing it. And I
used it for today's thumbnail. I feel like there's certain ways where you can use it.
But
thumbnails, I don't mind. I don't mind an AI thumbnail. I don't. There's certain things like a meme. I don't care if it's AI. That doesn't bug me. But yeah, like I was watching that show on Prime called House of David. Did you hear about it?
No.
It's
and
about.
By the way, your dad is correct. Who the fuck cared about halftime? When did halftime
that's
become
the thing.
important?
It's for the chicks.
It used to halftime. You remember when they used to counter program halftime, where there was like the Puppy Bowl and all this other shit that would come on at halftime? When did this become a big deal? When that was the most controversy. Bad Bunny is performing at halftime. Who could give a fuck? The Weeknd performed at a lot of fucking pop stars perform at halftime. Who gives a shit? No one really watches this shit anyway.
That's literally just for the girls. Like the halftime show is to give the women something to watch.
That was literally the original idea behind it.
It's all it is. It's all it's ever been. And since the last time I remember it was like Tom Petty and the Rolling Stones were like the last like even mildly guy type performance. Everything else. I guess what was it like 2-3 years ago? We had like Dre and Eminem. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, I don't give a shit about the halftime. I swear to God, half the time I'm too drunk. I don't even watch it.
I thought the whole point of halftime was like, yeah, if you are a little drunk, maybe go take a piss, go do us.
Yeah.
Run to the store, get more shit.
Yeah.
Go grab.
I don't care. The halftime show. Did you happen to see the Turning Point USA halftime show?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I did see a screenshot of the turnout. Didn't look that popular. By the way, like, as a guy
bad.
who actually listened to the OG Kid Rock back in the day, I'm like,
I know. I like
Kid Rock. When did Kid Rock become this like conservative? You're telling me the motherfucker that made like American Badass and Bob Witterbar and all this trailer trash rock pop.
I'm gonna paint the town red and paint his wife white.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, like that's the conservative American.
He's the conservative boomer pick.
The pimp who's gonna set up shop at the top of Four Seasons. Like that's the conservative American. Like, what are we talking about?
Like, no, that's not. He's not that guy. His whole thing was built on like this.
Gonna body slam some Democrats.
Yeah, he was kind of like this cool kind of trailer trash.
Essential Dildo says Latinx queer pop goes well with gay rugby.
He keeps calling it gay rugby. He's starting to convince me it is, man. Pedophile Kid Rock, is he an island boy? Was he on the list?
I never heard that. I never heard any allegations about Kid, but he was a rock star.
Yeah.
So his name is Kid.
Yeah.
His name is Kid. It's so corny. And it's like they just, they cart out the same fucking slop for all the boomer fucking Republicans. Like, see, these guys say the things you like to hear. It's just like, oh boy.
Better than Kid Rock though.
Yeah.
Like a lot better. Come on. I mean, I would say Garth Brooks, but shout out to Cotton. And shout out to whatever that weird theory is that Garth Brooks is really a
where are the bodies? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'd like to know. The families need closure. Do they still do that joke? I like that joke a lot.
I don't know, but like, there is kind of something to it. I remember somebody doing a little research.
Is there really?
Yeah.
No. Really?
I think there is something to it.
I didn't know that. Yeah, that's not one I've heard.
Yeah, I think that's another like semi. It ain't completely confirmed. Let me see if I can find the guy. I'm probably going to find the joke. Probably not going to find the real thing. But
I guess Mike's a little behind on the show, but he says we got a lot of Republicans. This is at a bar he used to work at, Small Victory in Austin. Shout out, great bar, really lib, but great bar. During the session, and one night, this oil lobbyist was talking about a party where they had hookers and blow galore. That's a lobbyist, though.
It's not as
I kind of feel like those guys trade in human blood. You know what I mean? Like. Right. Did you ever see Private Ryan, where he would, everywhere he went, he would collect dirt, from like Italy. And I feel like these guys, they collect like, organs from like the people they've exploited. Like, this is a gallbladder from a Palestinian.
Oh, that's dark. Oh, man. But yeah, there is like a murder. But then again, you think about like, I mean, where there's like a murder thing where he travels. But if you travel in the major cities, I mean, there's a murder in every major city every single day.
Yeah, and like it's the thing about the Trump administration that I find so interesting is that like obviously he doesn't follow through on these things, but he introduces the idea in your head where you're like, yeah, like why don't we have the National Guard in like Chicago, like locking it down so that there is no more violent crime.
Has or like yeah, why didn't this happen 40 years ago?
Right, like why is that not the default?
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Like he doesn't follow through. He makes a big show of it, pisses off his opponents, and then does nothing. But it's like, but you're like, yeah, wait, why are we doing that? Why aren't we not? Yeah,
Washington D.C. its fucking self, like it's not known to be the best city. It doesn't have the greatest rep.
It's always notoriously, and it's like right next to one of the richest districts, I think, in the world.
Yeah.
And it's like, But right next door is like, and there's like, whoa, nothing we can do. We just can't. We just not like really for 60 years we can't. There's nothing we can do about the
Nothing
violent
at all.
crime. Like we just got our hands tied. Like, well, I don't know. It's crazy. So that's the thing I think about the Trump administration's legacy. That like no matter what, he had a permanent impact on the way we think about politics and the way we do politics.
Yeah.
Like fake news,
Yeah.
right? Pre-Trump administration, people probably didn't like trust the media like thoroughly, but you believe that they were telling you the truth-ish.
Right.
Who thinks that anymore?
No, but who even? I don't want to say that because obviously a lot of boomers. But like, who even looks at the media now? Like, who watches?
I don't know.
Either a CNN or even a Fox News or any.
Dude, I talked to my mom about the stuff, and I'm trying slowly to red pill her. It's like it's a lot of work, but she's getting there. Sometimes she's like, I was talking about immigration, and I was like, the millions of people, and she's like, they can't vote. I'm like, yeah, but their fucking kids can and will.
Yeah.
And then guess what? The permanent fucking blue country. No more. That's it. We're a one-party country. Do you like the sound of that? Does that sound like American? And she's like, oh, I never thought of it like that. And I was just like, it's because you listen to fucking media. But she was saying, we were talking about some story, and she was like, oh, yeah, I know. I didn't see any of that. I didn't see any of that on CNN, or I didn't see any of that. She basically, like, the way she gets her news is she turns on the TV. And I'm like,
yeah.
Stop telling me that.
That's still, but I mean, they taught generations that's how news works, and now a new generation doesn't even think about the fucking TV. They don't even know how to turn on a TV.
Honest to God, I mean, I have cable because it comes with my building, but there's no real reality where I would ever get pay for cable. That's crazy.
That's a mess.
And I'm 40. I'm not like the young hip generation.
We're now old, so we're aging. I will be 40 next year, and we're aging into we're becoming old people. And like, I don't use cable or TV or any of this shit.
I mean, I don't think I've ever.
No one does that. I mean, shit.
Yeah, as I think about it, in my adult life, I don't think I've ever actually paid a cable company for cable ever.
Yeah. I did at the beginning of when I moved out. I still lived in Michigan. I paid for it, and then I got behind, and they cut it off. But my internet service was to a separate thing. And I just like, you know what? I'm gonna keep it off, and that was how I kind of cut the cord.
Yeah, when I was in college, that was 2005, so like we didn't have quite the widespread streaming yet. I think I might have paid for like a basic cable package when I lived in New York, but honestly, I think that's it. I really don't remember ever paying for it.
Yeah. I haven't in 10, 15 years myself or whatever.
How are those companies still around?
A lot of them are fucking going out of business is one.
Okay, because I was like, what service do they honestly provide anymore?
I don't know who's paying.
Like a physical cable from a cable provider to your house, like
a cable box. Like, can you imagine trying to fiddle with one of those things now? Like,
no, I can't even imagine like flipping channels. Like I have to do it every once in a while here to try to, and the channels here are stupid in Texas because like in New York it's like CBS is 2, NBC is 4, Fox is 5, CBS is what's the other one? Something 7. UPN is or whatever that is now 9, and WPX is 11. It's all there.
Yeah,
2 to 11. Here it's all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
Fox is 50 something, NBC's 32, CBS is 19. You're like, what? Who came up with this? Why do you do it like this?
Like that. The first few was like 2, 4, and 7. What was that? Like Fox, NBC, ABC.
Yeah.
But then CBS was 62.
So random.
And then what the fuck was 38 was the local channel, and then I think 20 was CW.
I honestly don't know why it isn't just in the same in the country everywhere. 2, 4, 7.
Make more sense.
Yeah,
that's just simpler. And
but
speaking of Detroit, I think
irrelevant boomer problems, I guess, because who the fuck watches TV?
TV's fucking dying, and honestly, that's another reason sports are the death for that is inevitable. Because I don't know if you remember back in the cable day, they used to have like local sports stations, so like Fox Sports Chicago or Fox Sports New York or Detroit or whatever. So shout out to the Fox 2 problem solvers. Yes, y'all not up on that. Shout out to the problem solvers.
That weird part of the country, whatever you people are up to over there.
Midwest. But a lot of these stations are dying, and basically what it's saying is And a lot of it's the death of cable, right? No one has cable. But
Right.
like when they pay all this money for these TV rights and then they go out to sell advertising, well, the advertisers are not paying enough for them to make money.
Topical reference then.
Boober's over here paying the state TV subscription. Yeesh.
This is a topical 40-year-old reference or 30-year-old reference you got there.
Like
Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Shout out to Smashing Pumpkins.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Billy Corgan.
Yeah.
What up? Why isn't he doing the halftime show, huh?
Yeah.
You know, why can't we have a good fucking clean-cut white guy up there? It's got to be some fucking bad jungle bunny. I don't know.
I still thought that was weird, though. I was like, come on, you can't, like.
I hated it, but I was like, more like in the lack of entertainment, I was just like, this is okay.
It's just Bad Bunny. Who cares?
Yeah, but I'm just like, he's just, could you at least have subtitles or something? Like, I don't speak fucking Spanish.
I didn't even care about that. It was just like, because I mean, I know some of those songs, so it's like you just hear them and you just.
I don't know those songs. I don't know. I don't know any of that shit.
It's just, I don't know.
But like, I really don't care. I'm just like,
this is. That's another thing that I think I'll call them Republicans. That's why I usually say I'm trying to be nice. This is a more conservative view. Channel.
Well, you know what's kind of funny? Sorry to, because I was thinking about you about this whole thing. It was just like, once like the Trump administration has been revealed to be a fraud, I was like, oh yeah, Republicans suck.
Yeah.
I was like, I got all confused. You know what I mean? They got in my head. I was like, oh yeah, these are like Ted Cruz, Lindsey Graham. These guys are gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all terrible.
I forgot about that. The libs were so bad.
They got so shitty that you
I
thought
forgot.
Republicans were cool. Like, no,
Yeah.
they're not.
They're like, oh wait, these guys suck.
And the one thing I think Republicans and Republicans have gotten is like, golly, everything. You can't be offended at everything. Like, Jesus Christ. I know that we said that about the Cannibal Corpse. That'd be crazy. Fucking halftime show. I want a Cannibal Corpse halftime show now. And I'm not even big, but they're fucking crazy.
My mom's trying to call me. I should answer and be like, hey, go in the chat. I have both my parents in the chat.
I don't know. But
No,
it's just being offended, perpetually offended by everything. It was annoying enough when the left, which they still are, but that was their thing. But then it's like, oh my God, this is Bad Bunny's in the halftime show. Like, how can you be offended by this? How could you care? How can you care enough to be offended? It's
You
like,
got to be cooler than that. You know, you got to be able to be aloof about shit like that. You know, it's like, but the thing is, like, they had all that cultural capital. Like, remember around the election, it was like you had like all the cool podcasters, like Rogan, Theo Vaughn, like whatever. Okay, those aren't cool. They're not cool. Okay, whatever. They're popular. Okay, they you know. You had like John Jones doing the Trump dance. All the NFL players are doing the Trump. They had all this cultural capital, and they've just squandered it. And now they're back to like, you know, like they sound like old women at like a Lions meeting, you know, just being like, I don't like the fact that he's all sexual on the stage like that. That's just not acceptable. Okay, on with the brutal violence that are going to give them permanent brain damage for the rest of their life.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's cool? Pearl clutching. Like the
Yeah.
Let's clutch our pearls at everything. Let's be perpetual fit. And you're right. At the time, and I was even saying this, like, I people are going to forget in 2024 that it was okay to like Trump because now it's back. Oh, you can't like him or you're the devil. But it was literally okay to like him for that year throughout that thing.
It was cool.
It was kind of cool. I don't know if it
was
the assassination attempt, but you didn't really see that.
It was like counterculture in a way. Like it was like, because it had been so shamed and so shunned for so long. And then you saw, you know, they walked out a human corpse and pretended that he was actually, he was really, really salient. He was really with it. He was doing a great job. And you know how you think the economy is doing really bad because you have less money and everything's super expensive? You're wrong, actually. Biden's doing great. You're like, okay, well, you're all like retarded liars. But then it became like, it became cool again. It became just like counterculture. Like, nah, man, I don't care. I'm doing it the right thing because this is the right thing. You know, all these people have lost their mind.
Yeah, it was cool for a little. It's not gonna. History will not show that period because beforehand it was like, oh no, how dare you like Trump? But it was like, oh, you start to see people in mass pop culture say that they were a Trump supporter in that
Yeah.
little wave, and they didn't get stabbed, and they didn't
Right.
get yelled at, they didn't get boycotted, they didn't get quote unquote canceled. But then a few years, the next year, Nicki Minaj, for whatever reason, because Nicki Minaj et toi is
Nicki
the
Minaj.
perfect voice of conservatism, but then she gets, for whatever it's worth, a lot of people got mad at her because of
Well, it was just an extension of the beef because Biden had Cardi B and Trump had Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, I didn't even put that together. And listen, I'm not and I'm with your dad. Don't get mad at the same blah blah herb, same 60 years, same old shit. I am with that. I am not a partisan between, because I don't believe, I believe it, we have a uniparty. We have had a uniparty. They're doing blow off the same stripper, man. They don't give a fuck. They
Oh, yeah.
don't
I
give
think
a
that
fuck
that's
about us. And I want
certainly
more
true.
people to realize that so they don't get polarized. I think one of
But
the
I,
things.
I do think,
Go ahead.
at least for the younger generations, I do believe that that's the case.
Yeah, I was.
I don't really see people being like partisan, like, because the thing is, like, the Republicans have done such a bad job since they've been in office, but you don't see a big surge over to the Democrats like it normally would be. Normally it's a ping pong thing, right? It's like, oh, Bush was so bad. Okay, well, we're all going to vote for Obama. Oh, Obama was so bad. I guess we need Trump. We need Trump. Now it's just like, okay, Trump sucks. Democrats are obviously still gay and retarded. We all know that. So we're all looking for another option. It's like, I don't know. I feel like politics right now is way more dynamic than it ever was. I mean, can you think of like at what point in our history people were talking about Israel's negative influence on this country to this degree?
Very good point. Never. You weren't
Never
even
seen
supposed to think
acknowledge that. It was
Yeah.
that was something that like white supremacists said when you'd say Zog government, right? It sounds like the Zog machine, like it's all horrible. Now it's just like, no, it's a fact.
It is a fact.
Yeah, I follow, APAC tracker on Twitter. It's like, it's 85% of the house. It's like, it's not, this isn't like a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, that's been the weirdest thing of seeing all the conspiracies get confirmed and accepted and normalized. It's like, oh shit, there's no, the Jews are running the government. It's like, yeah, quantitatively they are.
That's like some of the shit that because you'd hear it and you'd be like,
roll your eyes.
there's probably some truth in it, but like you guys sound so insane, It's like I remember who was the you would know this. I think you'd know this, being like a hip hop guy. It was like, who was the guy from Public Enemy? Not Flavor Flav.
Chuck D.
Chuck D. I think he got in big trouble because he said something like, "Oh, all the wars were started by
Professor
Jews."
Griff was the
Professor
guy.
Griff. That's right.
Professor Griff, yes.
And he said something like, all the Jews started all the wars,
Yeah,
And I remember reading that and being like, Jesus Christ, brother, you can't say stuff like that. And then you look at like you look at the Iran war, you look at the Iraq war, and you're like, wait.
Yeah. A lot of people have been vindicated the past few years. So Elon buying Twitter changed politics forever, did it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I absolutely think that just busted down the door for conversation in a way that really didn't exist prior to that.
So I'm not a big Twitter guy, right?
It does suck, but
it's just not, I was on it for a little bit. I ended up getting rid of it. But since I've been on Instagram, and I am surprised on all the stuff that Instagram has. And I'm not sure if that is because of that, right? Because it might be.
No, I think it is. I think, as Sentient Dildo's mocking me, licking the window on the Overton short bus of ideas. But I do think that it did. Like, he basically was like, well, there can only be one platform that's edgy and free speech. Like, we have to adjust.
So maybe it did. Maybe that is, maybe I'm underrating that statement. Maybe you're correct. I just know
think so.
When I got on Instagram or Instagram, whatever I want to call it, I was like, holy shit. It's a lot of, like,
the amount of shit that would have had like your entire account banned just a few short years ago.
Yeah.
That's just, I see that on my feed. I don't even follow anything too controversial on Instagram. I really don't. I follow like comedians, golf, and cats. Like that's what I get on my Instagram feed. And but every third reel is like someone making fun of Israel or making fun of like AIPAC or making fun of the Jewish control of our fucking society. And you're just
like a pro-Hitler.
Or it's a Hitler edit where you're like, it does look fire coming down those steps with that coat on. Or
like somebody in a public place playing Erica on the piano and shit like that.
Yeah, any of that shit. Yeah, like it's stuff that like I think Sentient Dildo referenced Erica in my chat like a few years ago. I was like, I have no idea what he's talking about. Now it's just like common parlance. Papa Cotton saying the Greater Israeli Project. Well, this was something interesting. I don't know if you caught this, and I do have to wrap up, but there was an interview that Tucker did with Mike Huckabee. Do you know who Mike Huckabee is?
I'm vaguely familiar with him.
He's the American ambassador to Israel, but he pretty much serves as the Israeli ambassador to America. Like he just basically just gives them whatever they want. Well, Tucker was pressing him on like the Zionist claim to Israel. Like, do you know like what the origin of that is? Like why they claim they have the right to that land?
I know.
Do you know? Yeah.
Not the specifics. No.
It's because the Bible. They claim that.
That's what I thought, but I don't know if it was okay.
And so then Tucker's like, okay, well, I was reading Genesis, as I often do, he threw in there. And he was just saying, like, that kind of, if we're interpreting that you are owed this land because God promised it to the Israelis thousands of years ago, and it was like, okay, well, if we're gonna read that literally, then the Israelis should have like all of the Middle East. They should have like Saudi Arabia, UAE, like Oman, Yemen, like it was all these places. And he's just like, so what do you think about that, Mike Huckabee? And he goes, if they want it, they should be able to have it.
Oh shit.
And you're like, yeah, oh dude. And he walks it back and he's like, but not really. But it's just kind of like, you're like, okay, so this is the type of stuff that like just a little while ago, you would be called an anti-Semite for observing or discussing, saying that Israel actually does want to go outside the borders of Israel. They do want all these other things. And now it's like, there's basically the ambassador from Israel saying that's totally cool.
Exactly confirmed. And I didn't know Peter Thiel gave seminars on Satan, a little on the nose. Yeah, it is. Shout out to Peter.
Oh, that's right. Peter Thiel does do that. Yeah.
My Palantir stock is starting to dip, by the way. What the hell?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I figured, if they're gonna destroy us, might as well,
profit on it, sure.
A little bit. I can't stop everything. So fuck.
Yeah.
Starting to not do so well. Oh well.
Well, all right. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up there, Mr. Vigilante Williamson. I understand you've made a professional hip hop album. Or music album. This one wasn't hip hop.
First one's not hip hop. Second one is hip hop. If I can get it done, that's why I need to contact 24 since hopefully his brother can mix it. Yes, I made. Actually, I call it a synth pop album. I don't know if I necessarily hit the synth pop on the nose like I wanted to, but if you have a Spotify or a Apple Music or an Amazon, any music platform, you do the music thing. You look up Vigilante Williamson. The album is called Borrowing Nostalgia That Doesn't Exist. It's actually not a hip hop album. So you're like, I don't like the hippity hop. It's actually not. There's no
listening, Dad. Okay, it's not all that jungle music you get so angry at.
Music is wild.
No,
there is no rapping. It's me trying to emulate the '80s. That was the goal. I'm gonna take another crack at it, the '80s style thing. I feel like I could have done it, but that's it. It's still a good album. I just don't know how 80s-fied the whole project is. There's a few songs off of it that's not quite 80s. But yeah, there's the link.
It's in the chat.
You can just go there and you can pick your platform of choice, and you can listen and you can enjoy it because it's good. And then I do the YouTube streaming thing at Vigilante Williamson, and it's good. You should follow me. You should sub. You should like my stuff. You should like me. Just like if you like Matt, you'll probably like me.
Probably. I mean, we have, we've been buddies for a while. I mean, most of my more extreme political opinions come from Vig. So,
yeah, there's my channel. If you want a channel, and then if you can follow me on Instagram, if you message me, I'll message you.
That's in the description too.
Oh, yeah.
His his Instagram, his YouTube channel. Subscribe and show this man some love. Yeah, my old culture crime fighting partner.
Yeah, I miss culture. I miss crime fighting culture, but now culture is completely fucked. It's
just all politics.
It's all politics.
All politics with the occasional bit of goy slop thrown in there.
Yeah.
I love the term goy slop. It's so funny. First time I ever heard it's so. This is what I mean with like the way things have changed. Like I remember I heard Sam Hyde say that. I was like, whoa, that was like hostile. And now that's just a term. Everyone says it. You're just like, golly, things move fast.
Yeah, it does. That's the internet.
Sentient Dildo probably put not my link in there. This is yeah, nice, very good, very good. No, do subscribe. Yeah, I put out a video today about it was a clip from the Right Wing Coalition podcast that I did, and about the kind of, because it was something that I was curious about. I was like, why is these right wing guys, like these hard right wing, why are they so against libertarianism? Like, where's that about? So that's what this that video is about. So take a look.
I'm gonna check it out.
And yeah, and I'll be back next week. Unfortunately, probably not with Vigilante Williamson, but he was here. Isn't that fun? Isn't that good fun, guys?
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun.
Yeah, and thank you for being here, Vigil, as always.
Thank you for having me.
All right, folks.